Hey, what's up, guys? So the 24th of August, it's a Wednesday, and we've had a great green day on the small account challenge today. So just to recap, we started last Monday. So we were looking at 2.5 weeks of trading a small account. So we started last Monday on the 15th of August, and the goal was to take a small account of $2,500. Yes, we're going to be using margin leverage on that account. And the reason I can use margin leverage on a small account and trading the margin account is because I use an offshore broker. So just to answer questions before they arise. So the goal was to take a $2,500 small account and grow it to in excess of $10,000 within the 2.5 weeks, the latter 2.5 weeks of August. So from the 15th to the 31st. So that will be 13 trading days. And we've had a good day. We've had a really good day. What I've been doing, what I set myself a goal of doing in order to achieve that was to grow the account daily by 10%. So setting myself a 10% goal on the equity position. So when I started, I had a $2,500 account. My first day's goal was to gain $250. And we did that. We were able to do that. So today we started with a little over $6,000 in equity position in our account today. So the goal was a little over $600. So round numbers, I was looking for a $600 day or better, and we've had a better. So we've done nearly 3 times the goal today. We've had 1,851. Is the achievement that we've had today. So a really good day. We only traded 2 stocks. So when you're working a small account, a trade a day is usually sufficient, and it's kind of all in or fold, which is why I've got the 90% buying power buttons and 50% buying power buttons on my montage in terms of hot buttons. But we actually hit goal and got beyond goal, almost twice goal, before the bell even opened in pre-market. We were trading the large account, the main account, and the small account first thing. So I'm permitted to trade from 7:30 a.m. So I took a trade, and this is the trade that I took. I will show you the actual trade that I took. This is the trade that I took on Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond was the first stock that we traded, and as it started to move up, I'd set up my scanners ahead of time, and it was hitting the surging scanner, the momentum scanners. As it started to move up, we got in on this pullback here. So we had a pullback, a little bit of a bull flag setup, and then we broke out. Then as it pulled back again, we added to the position and started taking profits on the way up here. We got stopped out on this move. Well, I say stopped out. We actually exited the position. First candle to break a new low was this one, first red candle. So we actually exited the position. It moved back up. I contemplated, almost got back in here, but didn't. And then when we made it new highs here, that's when I actually got back in for the break of the whole dollar of 11. So we got back in there, and we were able to ride that up. And I was trading it on both accounts simultaneously. So we managed to get $1,100, just over $1,100, $1,131.94 to be precise on Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, of course, that negates transaction fees, commissions, charges, etc. But that's the gross profit that I've made on Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, we did trade Minerva Sciences was trading, was moving up later in the day. It is actually moving up really well across most of the day. So we got in here. This started to make a move up, and as it pulled back, this is where we got in here. So we got in for this move up. We took some profits here before we actually got stopped out. Now, when it did start to make another move up, we got in again, and we were able to ride it up to there. So that's when we finished. We then went to trade this on the large account, and we made some money. We made quite a substantial amount of money on Minerva today on the large account, well, the main account. But that gave us another $700 on the day. So that took us over 1,800 on the day. Given that the goal was $600 on the day, it meant that we were three times goal. So that was a case of, okay, no more trading in the small account, but we've had a really, really good day. So 3 times goal, a profitable day is a good day no matter what. If you get over goal, it's an excellent day. 3 times goal is phenomenal regardless. So as your account grows, of course, a small account you're starting off, and you're, let's say, 10% goal is my ambitious target this on this challenge. So $250 on day one. If I got $750 on day one, that would have been a phenomenal achievement. So we're over 25%, between 25 and 30% of growth on the account. Started today with 6,156. So we've just added another 1,851 to that. So extremely good returns from a daily point of view. But in terms of growing the account, that means that we're going to be circa $8,000 when we start our position tomorrow. That means that the goal moves up, and we're going to be looking for $800 tomorrow on the small account. And this is how it works. It's the compounding effect of those gains that allow you to start growing. Now, think about that in retrospectively speaking. I've been trading this particular account for a little over a week. I'm now setting myself a goal tomorrow of $800. If we were looking to gain $800 across the course of the year, so $800 a day, average of 20 trading days. It's a little more than 20 trading days per month, but you average that out, and that's over $200,000 a year. So if you're adopting the right strategy, if you are adopting the right discipline, and just taking the right trades, not over trading, not selecting, jumping in on being very disciplined about your trade selection. $800 a day across the course of a year is a very doable thing, but you have to be disciplined. You have to have a strategy that's going to allow you to do that. So let's talk about where we are. I'll look at the statistics and let's talk about where we are. I'll just import the statistics and then we'll take a look, shall we? Okay, so this is TraderView. This is what I use to analyze and review my trades. And as you can see here, $6,000 in. So just imported my trades from today's trading, and we've got $6,000 in gains in effectively 7 trading days. So we started with 2,500. And my current equity position will be circa 8,000. When you take out the transaction fees, commissions and charges, etc. So we've made over $6,000 in gross profits trading in 7 days. That's a little under $1,000 a day off a $2,500 account. So that's really, really good trading, really good gains in a very, very short space of time. It's actually $760 per day. I'll say a little under 1,000. It's $760 per day, average daily gain. So $760. So if you work that out, it's a little under pro rata, a little under $200,000 a year. So that's based on with a $2,500 account. So you have a larger account, you grow this into a larger account. Of course, you get the compounding effect, and you're able to increase the gains on a daily basis. Of course, assuming that you have a level of consistency, a similar level of consistency that I have. But I would warn that trading is risky. You're going to have days where you lose money, as I have. And it's about having the discipline and the strategy to minimize those losses, but also to recognize the opportunities to maximize the gains. So today I could very easily have called it quits at $1,100 just having traded Bed Bath & Beyond. But Minerva Science came in and Minerva Neuroscience came in and then allowed me to add another $700 on top of that. So that took us 3 times the goal as opposed to just under 2 times the goal for the day. So let's look at one thing on the small accounts I'm really proud of at the moment is the trade selection accuracy. You can see here it's a 3-to-1. Now I look at this on my main account across the last year or so. My trade selection accuracy is about 2-to-1 ratio. It's about 63 to 35 or something like that. 63% to 35. I've got a number of scratch trades as well, which make up the balance. But this is a little better than 3-to-1. So we've got 23% of the trades, 4 trades out of 17 are losing trades. 13 of them are winners. And it's important to know that you're not going to have 100%. So 76%, 76.5%, the 0.5% is important. 76.5% is extremely high. And normally when you come across those kind of levels of trade accuracy, it's not normal for people to have that. So being very, very selective in your trade selection will give you kind of accuracy like that. And you can see with the win versus loss comparison, $6,000, 6,800 to be precise, and just 800. So the ratio there is huge. If you look at the equity curve, how quickly it's grown in this last week, these last 7 trading days, it's really, really impressive. And that's from my own point of view as well. So let's just have a look at what we've done over the last couple of days. Look at the calendar so we can see where it is. So on the first day we overachieved. We had $2,500, so we had a $2,500 target. We did $400. The next day we had just over $2,700 in the equity, so we were looking for 2,270. We overachieved. The next day we had approximately just over $300. We didn't quite get 10% on the day, and we had a red day on the Thursday. The next day we were back to overachieving. And then we've overachieved on Monday. Yesterday was a small green day. We didn't manage to get big trades in yesterday, but today we've overachieved massively again. So your daily gain is not going to be constant. What I was saying earlier about setting a goal of 10% per day, you've got to understand that not every day is going to be 10%. Not every day is going to be 5% if that's your goal. And that's the goal that I recommend to new traders is 5% of your equity of a small account, or 5% of your buying power, or 1% of your buying power. So if it's a small account, not every day you're going to hit that goal. Not every day you're going to get 5 or 10% or whatever your goal is. Some days you're going to have losing days. Some days you're not going to, small green days. But if you can average out at 5% or 10% growth on average across the course of a consistent number of months, you're going to grow your account very quickly and you're going to start making some serious money. But to do that, you have to learn how to trade. You have to learn a strategy that's proven to be successful, and you have to acquire the discipline and mental fortitude in order to stick to that strategy and to manage your risk effectively. So how do you do that? Where can I learn that? Well, I can teach you, of course I can, and check the link in the description for if you want to learn the methodology that I use for trading. If you already have a methodology that works for you, great. And I would say if it's not broken, don't fix it. But before you do start trading, if you're new to trading, before you do start trading, let's say my results are considered abnormal. Only about 15% of people that day trade the stock market are actually profitable. And many of that 15% are not very profitable at all. So they're not making enough to make a living out of it. So the majority of people actually lose money. Why do they lose money? Because they don't have the right attitude to trading. They approach it with a gambling mindset as opposed to approaching it as a potential career path. And they don't have the right strategy. They don't know what they're doing. They come into the markets and they throw money at it straight away. It's a skill set that needs to be acquired. It's a skill set that needs to be learned, and you need to take time to learn it. And I would say you need to learn it in a simulator first before you put real money on the line. If you can't be profitable in a simulator, then there's no way you can be profitable in when there's real money and emotions on the line. So I recommend learning in a simulator, practice it, get it at least 3 months of practice. Some people it takes longer. Some people you might want to put a small amount of money on the line after 6 to 8 weeks, which that's fine. But if you start losing, go back to the simulator. Start small. But I would say try and, if you can, practice in a simulator for at least 3 months first. This small account challenge, I was trading in the main account and I was having big gains. I target myself on $5,000 a day. People that follow me on the social media say it's not realistic for them because I'm making 5,000. They don't have 5,000 in an account. So they challenged me whilst I was doing well in August, the first couple of weeks in August. They challenged me to open a small account. And I last did one of these challenges back in February, and I took $5,000 and turned it into $79,000. So $74,000 of net profit across the course of the month. We did actually take that over $100,000 in the month, and then we gave some back, a couple of big losses on the last couple of days by swinging hard for the fences. And that can happen. You've got to recognize that there are going to be red days as well, and you've got to take those in your stride. You've just got to keep them small. Like here, my sole red day in August on the small account at the moment is just under $40 of a loss. So that is more than offset from the gains that I'm making. So you want to learn? You want to see how far we can take this with 5 more trading days to go? We've got 2 days this week. We've got 3 days next week. And we're very close to goal already. We need a 25% gain, and we're over goal. We're going to be close to $8,000 in the account tomorrow. So come join me. I'll be trading from 90 minutes before the market opens. I'll be trading possibly 2 hours before the market opens because that's when my broker allows me to trade. But I'll be streaming live from 90 minutes before the market opens. So that'll be 8 a.m. market time, East Coast, New York. That's also 1 p.m. Here in Ireland, where I'm based, where I'm trading out of, and it was 1 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. on the continent of Europe. If you're based anywhere else, look up the time zone yourself. Google is your friend. I'm not the speaking clock, so I hope to see you tomorrow when I'm streaming live. Come join me then. Look forward to seeing you there.